The first pool party of the season. The first pool party of the season was nice, intense, and then crazy all together because my concern is, are these housemates going to win their wager task with how unbelievably crazy the first week in Big Brother's house is turning out to be? That's my really, really serious concern. However, I must say they had a good time at the pool party. All the housemates were vibing, they were dancing, jumping, gyrating, drinking, eating. Although everything turned upside down when it comes to the eating part. But then, who cares really? Because that's what we signed up for this season, right? So actually, it feels as though these housemates are going through a script like secretly. We don't know. They go through their script for the day and then act accordingly, because it's a whole lot of acting, and this acting is involved with a lot of chaos. Anyway, so the highlights for the pool party for me was the moment between Isabella and her man Kaikumi. It just seems as though like they come close and go apart, come close and go apart. They don't outrightly say, oh, they're done with each other. Maybe they're still trying to find their foot, because as at 2 days ago, we saw how Isabella was warning Kaikumi on how to and not to touch her because he's trying to go deeper than he's supposed to without necessarily making a statement as to, oh, I'm definitely on this with you and not anyone else. Kaikumi is someone who is looking out at other ladies. His eyes are still open to enjoy the the goodies when it comes to the ladies that Big Brother has provided. But then his first pick was Isabella. They've shared good moments under the blanket. They've kissed. And of course, this we know because Rude Boy exposed. And, since her complaint to him, he's been trying to be his best self. And it's nice to see. Maybe it's just a strategy that, people don't go against him based on, these people are Isabella's fans. Next, another moment that I really enjoyed about the pool party will be the nice, very good dance moment with IMISI and Jason J. If I'm not mistaken, they were the ones dancing. IMISI and Jason J. Yes, head of house Jason J. So the extent that started leaking on social media that they probably kissed, that the first pool party kiss came from IMISI and Jason J. But I'm not really sure if that was really a kiss, but they were really into it on the dance floor to the point where he held her head and, pulled her close. She had held his head at a point, pulled him close. So I really don't understand. Maybe it was just a quick lip-to-lip peck or something, but then it was not an intensive kiss, if I must say. If there's something I am quite sure of this season 10 of Big Brother Naija, 10/10 season, is that we are expecting a disqualification. It's going to be so eminent, it's going to be so obvious that it's something people will be like, we're not surprised. We're shocked at the number of disqualifications, but we're not surprised. So after the pool party, everywhere turned upside down. There was chaos, and this started from the fight with Dinari and Ortega. So apparently, Ortega was in charge of the barbecue session, and no one, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to attack Ortega, but no one in the history of Big Brother has handled the barbecue stuff and has ever complained. So according to Ortega, he was to do the barbecue and some other things, which he chose to do by himself. And then, according to him, he was calling for help and nobody helped him. And then, when the barbecue was done, he was giving people their meat and stuff. And then Dinari came and begged him that, hey, what's up? I beg, give me meat. I never chop meat. He ignored Dinari, went to go and dance, but then probably locked up the meat or secured it that no one could go and easily take. Dinari came back and asked. He didn't give him. It's like the third time he asked. He gave Dinari, what's the name? A piece of meat that was literally burning, according to Dinari. And that was where a fight broke out. And Dinari was like, if na person give you that kind of meat, you even do this, you go chop that kind of meat. Why would you give me such? You're giving me bone, but your friends, the people you call your parties, the people you just with in the house, you've given them good pieces of meat, and you're still holding on to some more meat you don't want to give me. So that's where Ortega and Dinari had a fight from, right? And to be honest, that fight would have gotten physical between the both of them. But they sort of had a sense of self-control. But then, while that fight was still going on, we noticed that Victory had gone and picked a piece of meat from the one Ortega was holding on his hand in plate. And, playfully, he was holding one of the meats at, I think, his left-hand side and was not letting Ortega take the meat. Later, Ortega collected it, yeah? And then, that one had almost ended because he was still enjoying the moment of the meat session while the others were fighting. The head of house, Jason, had come to stop Victory a little bit, a number of times. But when everything had settled down, the head of house, Jason, was still talking and being all agitative towards Victory. And Victory was like, okay, shut up now, don't do. You see me carrying meat, you see me do anything. I raised my hand up since. That was where head of house Jason got angry and pushed Victory. This became an outright fight. He pushed Victory's head, pushed his chest. Even when Thelma or the other girl, one of those other calm girls, came and tried to come stand in between them, Jason J pulled her hands and pushed her away. Two people he don't push. That was how that thing just got out of proportion. I'm like, there's something I'm concerned about. Yes, you're the head of house. You're also a person. You can be dramatic and all. But why is Jason having unnecessary fights? Jason has been having unnecessary. If Jason has had 3 fights, 4 of them are 4 fights, 3 of them are unnecessary. 5 fights, 4 of them are unnecessary. 3 fights, 2 of them are unnecessary. It was just crazy. And like I said, disqualification is loading. And if care is not taken, Jason might fall into it. Although Big Brother gave Victory a mic infringement warning because his mic was not on his neck while all these things was happening. So everything he was saying was only picked up a little bit by other people's mics. And Big Brother gave him that warning. But no, Big Brother's house is too chaotic.